Hi friends, good morning. It's Carrie. How are you? Filming in a little bit different but familiar place. This is in my dining room area. That is my lamp. It's not a hat, in case you ask. Oh, it's funny how people ask me that question, but I can see because it is right over my head. So let's get started. I have used my moisturizers this morning, and now we're going to come in with our O'Shale stick or pan, whatever you want to call it, foundation. I do use the lightest color in this product. I do have light colored skin, and so for me, I do need to use, for most products, a pretty light or ivory base. I do love this product. I think it's a great everyday product that you can put a little on, or you can build and add even more, depending on what your circumstances are for the day and how much product you need depending on what you're doing. If you're going full glam or if you're just doing your daily makeup routine. That's what I love about it, is that you can really build it. You can build it up a lot, get a really all over heavy look, heavy coverage, or you can just do minimal depending on the needs for the day. And that's a great thing about this product. The applicator is very easy. I feel like you get a pretty good amount of product too. Sometimes when you buy these things and you think, I spent $20 for that, and it might last me, a month if you're lucky on some of them. This one, I feel you get a really good amount of product. It's so easy to work with, and it goes on so beautifully. And like I said, you could really build this if you needed a really high glam look and you needed to have a really prominent foundation coverage. I don't need that today, so I'm just putting a little bit, and we're adding a little bit of concealer under the eyes to help with the bags. Really nice. Looks really nice. By the way, did you grab you a drink? If you need one. Now today, I'm not going to cover my eyes today with powder because I'm using white and black today, and so I'm going to do under my eyes, but I'm not going to do on top of my eyes today. I want to leave the moist product on the lids, so I can really grab the shadow that I'm going to be using. Obviously, if you have moisture, it's going to grab your colors better than if you don't. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to just gonna leave those just the way they are. I get all that powder off my black shirt. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's do, oops, there's my Cocoa Shimmer. LA Colors. Great product, great price. LA Colors is a really good brand that you can get at the dollar store that is not going to cost you a fortune. Has a great cross section of products, great formulas, many options to choose from, and it is not going to break your bank. It is definitely budget friendly, and I love this particular color is beautiful, and it's versatile. It goes with so many different color combinations and looks. So obviously I'm wearing black and white today, and so we are going to be using this Glam, LA Colors Glam, and we're going to be using what's left, if I can get any out of here, this, and we're also going to be using this darker gray color. So we're going to kind of do a dark gray and white or black and white look. I got so many compliments the last time I did this look, and it's been a while, so we are going to go ahead and do it again, see if I can reproduce that look. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my outline, and I'm going to use that dark gray color that I showed you with a very small brush, and we're going to do the outline on the top, and we're going to do the outline on the bottom. Which is doing a really good, following the natural shape of your eyeball by using your eyelash line to draw that. Okay, now let's grab a bit of a thick brush, if you will. You can really clean it and make sure there's no other colors residual in it, because I do want this white color, and there was, so you can see how just having a little bit of a damp towel at your, when you're doing your makeup, definitely helps make sure that your brushes get you the color that you're looking for and not a residual color. So I'm going to dip into this really light white color, and we're going to get that on the lid, and we're going to take it all the way up. And we're going to go over. We're going to go under. There's not much left in here, but we're getting some of it out. And we're really going all over the eye socket. Same on this side. Take it all the way up to the brow. In the corner here. We don't want any of those dark shadows right here. That sinks your eyes back, as I've explained before, you really want that area to be nice, bright, and open so you don't have any sinking back of your eyes, if you will. And then we're gonna put some more onto the under eye area here. Trying to get as much as I can left in this well. There's not very much, but enough to get it done for today. Getting a really clean look right here. It's really important. I don't want any shadowing. And then we're gonna make sure this area right here is nice and bright on that inner third of your lid. This gives you that, when you look on the eyes and you see that really bright inner third there, that just makes your eyes look like you've got extra light shining in that area. It makes your eyes sparkle and come alive. Okay, now we're going to get a fluffy brush, and this one too has some residual color. So we're going to clean that really well. I really need to take the time one weekend and clean all of my eyeshadow brushes. Just don't seem to have the time for that. Okay, so this one's really clean now. And so we're gonna dip this down into the gray. And we're just gonna get a little bit right here. Okay. And then we're gonna blend. Really blend that gray so we get a nice natural transitional crease. Gives you extra depth in your eyes when you do a transitional color. Windshield wiper back and forth. And I think this side is a little darker, so we're going to add a little bit of white to it. There we go, that looks good. Beautiful gray, simple black and white, gray and white look that is so versatile, because it can go from this, an everyday work look or at home look, to a very high-end fashion glam look by just applying more color, a darker outline or eyeliner by getting it wet, getting it more towards the black side than the gray side. That's good. This is my Fenty Water Brat. Love this blush, just love it. It has built-in highlighters, which are great. I am not a highlighter super fan. Just sometimes think that some of these things just get way over the top cost-wise, and so for me, if I can find a blush that has that same sort of highlighter effect, and I'm not spending another $20 or $30 or $40 on a product, then that's what I'm gonna do. But that's me. Like I said, do what makes you feel the best, do what makes you feel your most confident, and it's your decision. Don't let anybody tell you it's wrong. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of Physicians Formula Plumping Lip Gloss. And then we're gonna move on to our curling and our mascara. Just gonna take our curler, we're going to pull it up and push it back, and then grab those lashes. Same on this side. By pushing it up and back, you're exposing the stock portion of each lash, so you can really get down and grab that curl and lock it in with your mascara. Okay. Again, I go to the bottom. And let the pointy part of this wand, which is so great, get into, my lights just cut off, these little stalks at the very base. Coming down here into the lower lash line, using that really pointed end of this wand to really work these lower lashes. It's a great wand because it really lets you control your product without smudging. Done here at the top. Finally have some lashes that have come back on this side, and they're looking pretty good after 4 months. It only took 4 months for them to grow back. Going up, I can pause here. I figured out how to pause my videos. I did figure out how to pause my videos finally. So, sorry about that. Just talking to my husband as he's headed up the stairs. Okay, let's do a little bit more towards the end now that I've got some of these nice little lashes. Get a little bit more extension here and over here. All right, that looks really nice. Just a really simple, everyday gray, black, and white look that you can take from day to night really, really easily by just darkening your liner, maybe getting your liner material, either your liner or getting your eyeshadow wet and thickening that up, making it much more prominent. Then you can add the darker color here that I used, this darker gray color, and really accentuate, pull it out into this area over here and get a really smoky look out here, right out in here, and deepen and darken your transitional area. That's going to give you a really, really dramatic look. Freshen up your powder as you go in tonight, and that's how you can take it from day to night. And then I would also, in the nighttime, I put a little bit darker, maybe add a little bit of red or burgundy to your lip color, just sort of emphasize that higher glam look, if you will. If you're one of those people that loves highlighters, you could also add some highlighter here at night, which is going to kind of grab the attention of the light and illuminate your face, if you will. And that's it for today, everybody. I hope you enjoy this really easy LA Colors eye, LA Colors lips, and everything is what I would consider drugstore or on a budget. And for me, the most expensive thing that I use every day is this, and this is the Fenty What a Brat. This runs you about $40 at Sephora. You can now get it at Amazon. It's going to run you about the same, but you're going to get, with Amazon, you're going to get a much quicker delivery time than you would by going to Sephora or somewhere else. And then I would say the next most expensive thing is probably going to be my loose setting powder by Laura Mercier. Everything else is pretty good from a budget perspective. And the key too for ladies or gentlemen with aged skin is you want to be doing moisturizer, using products that have moisture to help you really smooth out your complexion. I will say today that my eyeshadow definitely grabbed better today by leaving the top uncovered with powder. So it was my liquid or my stick foundation that I did on the top of my lids, and I do feel that I got a better grabbing of my product on my lids. So just some food for thought there as you go through the day. I know there is a product that is an eyelid primer. Again, I just think that's redundant. You could use your foundation, or you could use your concealer and do exactly the same thing and not have to buy another product. I'm just all about helping you save some money, get a beautiful look, feel confident about yourself, and not break your budget. Okay? Because makeup, you can go crazy with makeup and spend hundreds, thousands of dollars if you're not real careful, and it can add up really quickly. So I do this to try to help you make sure that you can get all of those things on a budget and be happy and secure with your end result. So have a blessed day, everybody. I hope you get out there and knock it out of the park. Always take a few minutes to just take a deep breath, start your day, be happy, and find the blessings in your life. I know it is so hard for so many right now, including myself and my amazing husband, and I just have to take a deep breath and find the positives and the blessings, because that's going to help me overcome the challenges and the hard times. Faith, love, hard work, dedication, and belief in myself and my partnership and who I am and what I stand for gets me through each day. With the support of people like you, my community, my family, my extended family, my friends, thank you for always being part of my journey to be the very best that I can be, and to try to help you be the very best that you can be. So please share, like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you will, and also leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. If you're new here, welcome. I want to know if you're new, so shoot me a message so I can reach out and say hello. And thanks for joining this small but growing community where we're just all about helping each other be our best, live our best life as successfully as we can. And go chase those dreams. Go chase them. Doesn't matter how old you are. Don't let it get in your way. If there's something you haven't done or you want to do, go do it. What are you waiting for? We only get one chance at this life thing. So live it to the fullest, because you never know. It could change in an instant. So God bless everyone. See you soon. This is Carrie from Texas. Love you.